But Rene Eidams has come through the qualifiers for this and knocked out Germany's great young hope, Max Hopp. Saw Max earlier on, he just held his hands up and said, what we're going to do. Rene's playing some good darts at the minute. And he's not wrong. Dan Dawson in the commentary box for this one, alongside me, Rob Malarkey.
Yeah, and as well as beating Max Hopp, he dropped only one leg in the 3 other qualifiers that he played last night. 6-0 against Markus Schum, 6-0 against Sven Reusch, and 6-1 against Thomas Luksch. Talk about momentum, he has it in abundance. And of course, Rene Eidams still on the crest of a wave after that astonishing performance against Michael van Gerwen in the first round of the World Championship, when he was so close to inflicting what would have been the biggest upset in the history of the World Championship for my money, and indeed the money.
First like Rene to throw first. Game on.
It really was an astonishing night, an astonishing performance as well. Looked absolutely dead and buried, didn't he, at 2-0 down. And then forced a deciding set.
140.
It was 2 legs all in that deciding set before Van Gerwen just hauled himself over the line.
Well, look, not many people win 6 legs out of 7 against Michael van Gerwen, but Rene Eidams did. A 26-year-old from Hagen in Germany.
60.
Already seen Fabian Hertz fall by the wayside. The copper from around here in Bavaria, beaten 6-3 by John Bowles.
140.
Eidams missed a dart as well for a break of throw in the outset of that 5th and final leg against Van Gerwen at the Alexandra Palace as well.
58.
But here he is again on the European Tour stage.
Well,
I mentioned Peter Hudson's run to the last 16 in one of the UK Open qualifiers. Rene Eidams made the last 16 twice over the 6 events, beat the likes of Devin Peterson and Stephen Bunting, former world champion. So, look, he's been playing some good darts, and Hudson now looking at 1-2-1, and he doesn't need to go 11 bullseye with Eidams not on a finish.
81.
And, yeah, that will do nicely. Leaves him double top. Ton 40 would leave Eidams on the same score. Just needs to stay straight. Leaving him Shanghai, yeah.
100.
80.
40.
It's fair enough, so there's pressure on this, but it would be a break of throw. And Peter Hudson, 31-year-old from Eccles, just outside the top 100 in the world rankings. Got to go, Peter. Doesn't go.
20. Then you require 80.
Yeah, big let-off this for Eidams. Still not there yet, though. Could have done with that finding the treble bed, but here we go. Topsy wants to hold his throw here. And he takes it out.
Shot in the first leg. Anyway. Second leg, Peter to throw first.
A fair amount of weight on the shoulders of Rene Eidams here. He's arguably the best hope that Germany have in this tournament now.
100.
Well, we've got Thomas Saylor on the way against Willie O'Connor later this evening, and then Marco Pulse against James Wilson. Marco Pulse. Want to guess what his nickname is?
Is it
94?
Go on, Tommy.
The Pulse.
Superb.
Yeah.
Must have sat up all night thinking of that one.
99.
No doubt he'll send hearts racing later on.
Oh.
140.
Yeah, Eidams almost setting hearts racing inside the ballhouse for him with a maximum there, but it wasn't to be. Yeah, his performances in UK Open qualifying earned him a place in the last 64, but he failed to go any further. He was beaten 9-3 by James Wilson, who's on stage tonight as well against Marco Pulse.
100.
Which brings me back round nicely.
Yeah, nicely done. Well, Peter Hudson, he travelled over here with John Bowles and Mark Walsh, I understand. I saw Walsh wait at the airport for him to grab a taxi over. John Bowles, who's just come off stage. Just checking the scores there. I think they're all good. Now, John Bowles has just come off stage, having played the German Fabian Hertz. Said they were loud up there. I wasn't prepared for that. I'm going to have to go and warn Peter how loud it's going to be playing one of the Germans here in Munich. And that is a great dart from Hudson. That's right on the wire.
48.
Now.
You require 76.
Will he be made to pay?
Oh, it could well be. Double 80 once.
60.
Reprieve for Hudson
You
here.
require 24.
Well, he can't afford to keep missing doubles like this, Peter Hudson. Last dart in hand.
12.
No wonder he's shaking his head.
Renner, you require
7
16.
darts at doubles he has had in this match so far. None of them have
Eidams
found the
in the
mark.
second leg.
Rene Eidams
Eidams.
gets a break of throw and a 2-0 lead, and the German crowd, well, I think we can guess what they think about it.
Third leg runner to throw first. Game on.
And of course, without getting too far ahead of ourselves, the winner of this will face Van Gerwen in the second round tomorrow. So we could have Rene Eidams against Michael Van Gerwen, part 2,
85.
here in Munich.
Pot 2, surely.
Yeah, I missed out there, didn't I?
$60. $58.
Just the 58.
Hudson's making his first appearance in European Tour action since qualifying for this event. The
121.
German Darts Masters in 2014. Didn't fare too well. He lost in the first round to Andrew Gilding, who's on stage next in the final match of the afternoon session against James Richardson.
100.
Yeah, doesn't have a tour card anymore, Peter Hudson. Missed out in Q School this year, so he's playing Challenge Tour events. He made the final of one
100.
on the weekend. Won one a few months ago, back in October. Certainly a threat at that level. It's just at
100.
this level, he's found it hard to make inroads. He does have the ability to go on runs in PDC ranking tournaments, as we've mentioned. He made the last 16 in one just a few weeks ago.
60. You require 158.
Doing it on a consistent basis is tricky. I know you can sometimes find problems getting sponsors and funding to travel around to all the events, as Rene Eidams looks at, well,
126.
set
You require
up the shot.
160.
Interesting choice, Rene. Interesting choice when Peter Hudson's on 160, and you can see the grimace from Hudson there.
100.
He wanted
You
that,
require 32.
just to show Eidams he was wrong.
He could have really punished Eidams there devastatingly, but
Oh, forest of darts to get through.
yeah.
Which way are you going to go, Rene?
Little wonder he's taking a sharp intake of breath here. Oh, it's bounced out.
16.
Not quite sure if it was there or not.
I
It was.
think there was a
Did you
mark just
require
outside
60?
the double 8 bed there, so in the end, setting up the shot doesn't pay dividends, but is he going to get another go?
In your own time.
20.
He will get another go.
And you require
And Peter
16.
Hudson, the finishing has been nightmarish so far. Eidams for 3-0.
Is he heading above those two or below? He's shifted over to the right-hand side. There is a gap there.
Game Charles in the third leg.
Cluster of darts, but Eidams finds his
Will
way
make
through.
Peter to throw first.
And he finds his way
Game
to a
on.
3-0 lead here. And Germany may well have a representative in the second round of the German Darts Masters here in Munich. Peter Hudson has work to do, having lost the first 3 legs, and there are
40.
points on the board, on the floor there as well, and only 40 on the board.
Well, look, he's had darts. He's had darts in every leg, Peter Hudson. He just hasn't found the doubles.
99.
And there you see, 81 plays 82 in the averages.
97.
It could this could be any score. It could be 3-0 the other way. It could be 2-1 either way. As it is, it's 3-0 Eidams.
Look at it.
136.
0 from 10. Just illustrating that point you were making, Dan. Hudson had a 6-0 win in qualifying. He beat the
59.
Japanese player Kentaro Suzuki, whitewashed him completely. Didn't qualify for Gibraltar, which is a shame given he's known as The Rock. He would have fitted in perfectly there. We'd have had a field day with the puns had The Rock made it through to Gibraltar.
$58.
Well, Eidams in a strong position here to make it 4-0 with a double break. And this looks to be setting it up perfectly. Maximum to leave the Mensur.
140.
Yeah. Double 14 for Sulovic. Wonder how many times we'll see that this weekend.
134, and he requires 68.
Sulovic, one of the top 16 seeds again, so his passage through to round 2 is secure.
Game shot and a full flag.
Rene Eidams' passage is secured as well now. He's in a very, very good position indeed. He leads Peter Hudson by 4 legs to 0.
Fifth leg Rene to throw first.
And the man who was the most impressive in qualifying is certainly catching the eye once again here. Beat the German number 1. Drops just one leg in the others, and he's off to a flyer in leg 5 as well. Peter Hudson is reeling here.
Yeah, for Peter Hudson, this is a cube that needs simplifying rather drastically right now. First maximum of the match to Rene Eidams at the start of this leg on his own throw, having just got a second break to go 4-0 up. If there is a way back into this one for Peter Hudson, my word, it's a poor dart. Saved himself for the last one.
Yeah, glimmer of light here maybe for Peter Hudson. He needs to build on that or capitalise on it, and he's not done so far, but he's recovered there with a treble 20.
66.
And then he undoes it again once more. So,
$92.
Eidams down to a finish first on his throw.
$60.
Just the 60. All the time in the world for Rene Eidams to go 5-0 up here while he was looking at the 18s route there.
42.
Only knocked off 42, so a chance for Hudson. That's a great looking dart for him.
140.
Yeah, there is pressure on this now.
102.
Rene Eidams.
But the way Hudson's been finishing, I mean, it's all well and good getting down to 95, but even so, you're just not convinced that he'll finish the job. And
50.
Eidams
Did he require 95?
might well return here anyway.
Well, he's not gone the bull route, so he may not get a dart at a double, but he does. So Peter, once
79.
again, it's 11 darts now missed at doubles
52.
at Rene Eidams. 52 now. 12 for tops, no, 20 for double 16. Double 8 now. Rene.
Fifth leg.
Rene, 5-0.
Sixth leg Peter to throw
There's
first.
an argument here that Peter Hudson's not punishing Eidams on the doubles. Well, that's certainly the case, but Eidams is playing well, and he's certainly making the most of the gifts that have been thrown at him by Peter Hudson here. And I think there's lots to admire about Eidams in the way he's played today so far.
Well, look, there are good points, but if we're honest, you're playing somebody who's hitting 0% of his doubles. You or I could win.
So it's giving him that degree of comfort that perhaps he wouldn't have had normally. He's just telling the crowd just to tone it down a little bit here. He's
Was it?
not
I
there
thought he
yet.
might have been orchestrating it.
No, I think he was. I think it was palms down. It was palms down from Eidams. He doesn't want to get too carried away, even though the finishing line is well within sight.
115.
Needs to find another treble.
140.
And he gets it to get down to a finish. The weird thing about this game is you can have a player who's hitting no doubles at all, and then the first one he hits will be a ridiculous treble double finish. Like this. Oh, not like this one.
Well, I thought he might have gone tops, actually.
82.
That would have been something. If you hit 0 out of 11 doubles and then go double-double to finish,
That'd be
then
superb.
fair play to you.
It would have been a big irony.
45. Did you require 58?
Well, Hudson won't have a better chance than this to finally register a leg on the board. Oh, Tops has missed as well, so back to double 10. Oh, he's wide
48.
as well.
It must
He
get
just-
harder and harder and
109.
harder with every missed dart.
Those double beds must look like a millimetre wide at the moment. To Peter Hudson.
93. Peter, you require 10.
Danger here that he'll split this and he'll be heading down to double 2, and he has done.
It's tough to watch. Peter Hudson.
Oh,
6.
again.
Ready requires
Well,
16.
he looks like a man who just wants the stage to open up and swallow him.
It would be a big gulp. Double 4. Double 2 for the whitewash. Oh,
14.
goes on.
Peter, you require 4.
Well, he's got 3 goes at this now. Surely this is your moment, Peter Hudson.
Then you
Yes,
shot
there it
in the
is.
6th lane,
Well,
Peter Hudson.
Barely a glimmer of emotion on the face of
So
Peter
play
Hudson
ready
there.
to throw first. Game on.
Well,
1 from 16.
it's happened.
It's happened.
It has happened.
100.
Could that be?
Could that
the
be
start?
the turning point, the pivotal moment in this
start?
match? The foundation on which to build a stunning fight back.
100.
It could. I mean, he has had darts to win almost every leg of this match.
Yeah.
Now he's finally hit one. Who's to say he
60.
couldn't hit more doubles? He's getting the opportunities.
We could have an avalanche.
Hang about. Peter Hudson with his first maximum.
Yeah, don't go anywhere just yet. And those German fans, well, I'm sure they'll still be confident, but there just must be 1 or 2 ounces of doubt in their
125.
minds now.
He's stolen the darts.
Yeah, you know, suddenly a break of throw here, 5-2, a hole for 5-3.
100.
This is why they invented betting in running, just to draw you in like this.
Well, Rene won't be
133.
panicking just yet. That's a great
Peter,
visit
you're
to get down to a
121.
two-darter. Peter Hudson, treble 17 for bullseye. Not going to get a dart at it.
53.
Doesn't set it up quite as he would
Ready, you
like.
require 83.
Eidams, will he get more match darts? No, just taking his time. Oh.
Oh, and the maps.
I see, that'd be why.
The map of Europe.
Oh, well,
Maybe that's a symbolic display of Brexit. Look at that. Britain completely detached from the rest of Europe. Maybe it's a sign.
wow.
Anyway,
Political commentaries aside, Rene Eidams is looking at 83 for the match.
treble 17 will be his target, you'd have thought, first of all. No, he's gone 25s. For tops now.
63. Peter, you require 68.
Well, it's another match dart. Peter Hudson. He finally hit a double in the previous leg. He's only going to get 1 dart at a double here. And it's at double top.
28.
And he's back to missing them.
Rene,
And
you
Rene
require
Eidams will
20.
get more match darts. And it's double 10 for a 6-1 win to delight this German crowd. And there it is. And Peter Hudson suffers a nightmare on the doubles in that one. 1 out of 17 in the end. And it means that his campaign at the German Darts Masters comes to a shuddering halt at the hands of the cube. Rene Eidams guarantees we will have a German in tomorrow's action. And he's going to take on some bloke called Van Gerwen. After we played like that, surely he'll be favourite. I don't know. One more game. And it's Goldfinger, Andrew Gilding, against ruthless James Richardson.